Okay, here we go. Okay, we're live. We are live, people. Hopefully. Uh, y'all ready? Y'all ready to go? Get,
Yeah.
okay. So, yeah, this is hidden in the we hidden in the episode. I can't talk. Hidden in the Polygons, episode 25, and yeah, we got some good stuff to talk about. And I got with me. Did y'all want to introduce yourselves again, like always?
My name is Emperor Gil, your co-host.
D Mayhem, as always, glad to be here.
I can hear your phone or whatever in the background, Mayhem. But yeah, we
Sorry.
got a pretty good show today. Got some pretty good topics. A lot of gaming stuff was announced, and yeah, it's been a pretty kind of exciting week. Pretty good announcements, at least on the PlayStation end of stuff. But I guess we're just gonna start with Apex. Apex got a was it? I guess a new season. New character was released on Tuesday, and a new season, and a new, I guess, not really a new map, but the map was changed again. The very first map was changed again. And did y'all see the new trailer or check out Apex's new stuff this week at all?
I did.
Or did you play it, or
I did.
you see the trailer, or you?
I didn't play it yet. I didn't play it yet. I do I really do want to get on it soon like sooner though.
Yeah. Well, I've been
I,
playing.
I did.
I've been playing it. I and it's the map is cool. I haven't got to see all the new changes yet because I've been focused on getting them kills and winning. And the new character, she's pretty cool. I like her design. I like some of her ability. I don't like her main special, I guess, as much. Like her regular ability is pretty cool. She can see her passive ability is pretty cool because she can see like, what do you call it, like high tier loot, like anything that's like purple, or I guess it's legendary, or yeah, anything that's purple or gold tier loot, she can see it. Like even if it's like in fall kind of a distance, even if it's in a crate on a house, she can see stuff, like see through stuff to see that high tier loot from a certain distance. So that's kind of cool when you're trying to find like a purple armor or a purple backpack or whatever. You can see it before you even open the crate or before you even go into the building. You can kind of see what's in there as far as high tier loot. So that's pretty neat. That's also a passive ability, and then she also got her ability is that she can teleport in a way. Like she's got this little thing she throws, and you can throw it, and wherever it lands, if you hit the L2 button or R2, it teleports you to that spot. But you're supposed to be able to take weapons and stuff away, but I haven't figured out how to do that. But I do know how to teleport using it, and I actually like that, cause especially if you're trying to escape, you just fucking toss that somewhere, or you're trying to get up high and you can toss it and it'll teleport you there. So right there, those two abilities I like a lot. Now, her main ultimate, I guess you would call it, is kind of weak. It's cool, but it's weak. Like what it does is like it summons this little, I guess, cache, and any item in the air. I don't know how big it scans the area. It shows like a little blue circle on the map, but I'm not sure if it actually expands more than that. But any of those items in that area, you can loot through that cache. You're going to loot 2 of the items though, but any items in that area you can loot when she summons this cache. It's like a black market. It's called like the black market cache. But I think the enemies can do it too if you don't destroy it. So that's her abilities. But it's actually pretty cool. But it's kind of lame at the same time. But it kind of spawns faster than the other abilities or specials, so that's kind of neat. But like I said, her other abilities are pretty neat, like her teleport ability and her seeing like special loots and stuff, like hit like purple armor and or purple loot and gold loot. It's pretty cool. Plus, they did some new changes. Like now, the massive used to be what do you call it, golden or legendary weapon. Now it's a weapon that you can find during the map. And I really like the match stuff. And I think they might have nerfed it because it doesn't seem as strong. I'm not sure if they nerfed it or not. It still hits pretty good. But I think they might replace the Peacekeeper because I haven't seen the Peacekeeper at all since I've been playing. But I've been seeing the Mastiff a lot. Like I see it as much as I see the Peacekeeper. So I think the Mastiff replaced the Peacekeeper shotgun in the map. But I'm not, because I haven't seen the Peacekeeper yet. But I've been seeing the Mastiff just laying around. And I haven't looked at all the notes or the changes they did, so they might have nerfed the Mastiff a little bit since it's a regular weapon you can pick up now. But I still like, anytime I see it, I still pick it up because I still think it hits like a beast. Now, I'm not sure if they added any of the new weapons or not, but I know they put the Mastiff as a regular spawn weapon you can get. But so far, like I said, I like it. I like the new character. They added some new like crests you can do too, like missions you can do during the game, but I haven't really started doing them yet because I haven't been playing with randoms and I've been playing with Bam Bam, but I have a couple of times, but I haven't really played with anybody else. So I haven't been trying to do those regular missions you can do during the game now. But I've been having fun with the new map. I've been like I said, I haven't played in a long time, so just jumping back into it's just kind of a lot of fun. Now I've actually got a couple of victories already too, so well, I've been enjoying my time with it, even though I've been playing with randoms, and they still got the but yeah. But that's it for Apex news. Does any of y'all want to talk about it? So do you have no desire to get back on Apex, Emperor? Oh, and then since you don't really play Apex, right?
Yeah, I don't really play Apex.
But is there anything, so for you, is there anything this game can do to get you to play more of it?
I don't think so. To be honest, it's like I don't really feel a need to play it.
Okay, yeah.
Because it's one of those games where you just need to keep going back to it, and it's just
yeah.
I'm the type of person that plays a whole lot of different games.
Yeah,
so.
That's true. Yeah, makes sense.
Like I haven't even touched Call of Duty in a while.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't played Warzone in a long time. Warzone to me is just like Warzone. It would be more of me playing with friends. It's not something I would jump on by myself. Even though I've been watching some people play it, and you know, well, I mean, I kind of get the itch when I watch people play. Like, oh man, I kind of want to jump on some Warzone because I've been seeing people play it, but I'm like,
yeah,
I don't really want to jump in by myself and play it. But when I see people playing it, I'm like, oh, that looks kind of fun with some friends. But Apex to me, I can just jump in by myself and play a couple of games, you know, even when I'm by myself.
It's also the thing is like I don't particularly like that type of game.
Yeah.
Like that world.
Yeah.
With the whole jetpacks and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, I'm over. Yeah. Yeah. I like arcade shooters. I like sci-fi shooters. That's more of my style when it comes to shooters and stuff. Yeah. So I like Apex. I like how it feels. Man, even when I play Titanfall, I think Apex feels to me fun. Cause I've downloaded Titanfall 2 for the PSN Plus, and I tried to play.
Yeah, I was about to say
but I didn't really.
Is this based off Titanfall?
Yeah, it's the same universe, a lot of the same weapons. Because when you start,
okay.
even when you do like the very beginning of the tutorial in Titanfall 2, like has all you can see all the weapons. All the weapons are from Titanfall, and all the weapons from Apex are in Titanfall, but they feel a little bit different. They don't feel like they feel in Apex, but they're the same weapons, like the Peacekeeper and the Spitfire and all them weapons are in there. but they look more realistic. They don't look as like all the different colors. They don't look like at it in
Yeah.
Titanfall. But even when I was playing Titanfall, like a lot of people praise Titanfall's campaign, but I played a little bit of it and I kind of got bored with it. Like I just wasn't feeling it. Like I played maybe an hour of it, maybe, and I just got this.
Like what did it get you?
I don't know. I just wouldn't have no fun with it, man. Like
Oh, okay.
it didn't feel bad. It didn't look bad. I just wasn't really getting into it, man. I was just like, I don't want to play it. You know, I tried. I just wasn't really feeling it, man. It was just like, And a lot of people.
I tried the campaign, and I will give it this: the way they used the jetpack thing.
Yeah.
They really did use that to their advantage of making the campaign, because they pretty much made the campaign revolve around that one mechanic.
Yeah. I just
And
like
it's a whole lot of fun using it.
Yeah, I just like even getting in the Big Mac and stuff. I just wasn't really having a lot of fun with the game. I was kind of getting bored with it, and I wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad. It's just I don't think I really tried the multiplayer. I was just trying the campaign. I don't know. But Apex, like I said, it's a game I like to jump in and play. I mean, I get bored with Apex too, but since I haven't played Apex in a long time, it just feels fun to get back in, and just get some kills, and just have a little fun. It's not something I keep playing every day, and I'll probably get bored with this one. But since it's something that anytime they release something new, I'll jump back in and check it out. At least for now. What about you, man? So Mayhem, you seen the trailer, right?
I'll say the trailer. Wait.
For the
what's the trailer?
For the new Apex.
Yeah, I think so. Yes.
So y'all gonna jump back in and check it out sometime.
Yes. Yeah, I am.
Cool. Yeah, like I said, it's fun. Like I said, I like Apex. It's
Like, like, the only thing I have about it is a new character like can teleport.
she's cool.
I'm like she can. I'm like you got someone who can teleport.
Yeah, she's cool to use. I like using her. I mean, that teleport's not like super easy because you toss this kind of like this object out, and whatever that object is, that's where you can teleport to. So you have to aim it a certain ways. So it's not like super easy to teleport. You throw something, and wherever it lands, you teleport where it lands. So it's cool though. Like I said, I like the game. I like using her. Yeah, it's fun.
Okay, are we done with this topic?
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm just reading something just now that caught my eye.
Okay. What's that?
Apparently, it was published on Tuesday. But anyway, apparently, this Kotaku article that I'm reading is saying that the creative director on the new Assassin's Creed Valhalla is bringing back the instant kill hidden blade.
Well, they showed that in the trailer, didn't they?
No.
Yeah, they did.
All right, they showed him using it, but we didn't know whether it was going to be used in that way.
Okay. I mean, I don't know anything about
Like
Assassin. I mean, I've played Assassin's Creed, but I haven't played it in a long time. But I remember people were talking about that blade at the end of the trailer where he uses that hidden blade and he kills that guy, right? That's what you're talking about, right?
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, and I'm guessing to me and a bunch of other people that are old school Assassin's Creed fans, you know, it's a trailer. Like, it's not really meant to accurately depict the gameplay, right?
Yeah, but sometimes trailers give out hints about what the gameplay is going to be about.
Yeah.
But yeah, you never know.
But apparently, I'm reading this article saying that it's gonna bring the one-hit kill mechanic back to it.
Okay.
So basically, in all the previous games up until Origins, the hidden blade was an instant kill weapon if you're using it stealthily. And now he's saying that they're gonna bring that mechanic back, where if you are stealthily going through an area, you can't instantly kill the enemies. Which is a good sign for any old school Assassin's Creed fan, like myself.
Okay. I mean,
because I think in Origins you have the hidden blade if I remember correctly.
But you don't have it in Odyssey.
Yeah, Odyssey, you don't even use it.
Mm.
They
Yeah,
weren't even assassins to begin with, so.
yeah. I keep
But
I
I
keep
think in
think
Odyssey, yeah, go ahead.
I was just I keep thinking about getting Odyssey, but then again I don't want it because I just need something like I'm looking for another like good long campaign game to play. And I keep thinking about getting Odyssey because people say it's more like an RPG than like a stealth game, right? And it's got
Yeah,
a
it's
lot
like from everything that I've looked at, it's very much an RPG game. Like they said that
open world.
starting with Origins, they wanted the game to be more like The
Or,
Witcher.
yeah. So I keep because they got kind of decent sale on. They got it for $25, like the Gold Edition, which I think comes with like all the maybe it comes with all the DLC. I'm not sure. But I'm like, just sell me the base game for real cheap. So I feel like
Yeah,
$10, I'll be on it. But no, do you want to sell me this Gold Edition for 25? Like no. If it was $10, I wouldn't know how to right now. Like I've been looking for like another game to get stick my teeth into. That's not super expensive. To these big games come out, but I just keep waiting for these sales, trying to catch some of these sales, but I haven't. But I keep looking at it. But cool, yeah, I can't wait to start see what Assassin's Creed looks like.
yeah, I can't wait to see more gameplay about this mechanic in particular because if they are bringing this back, because they also said that they're bringing back some other mechanic from the older Assassin's Creeds, which they dropped. So if everything they're saying is true, and from if the gameplay that hopefully they'll release later on, hopefully you get to see more of this, and hopefully they're going into the right direction that might make me buy it at some point.
Yeah, I mean,
Because everything I'm reading here is a good sign for me and
yeah,
old school Assassin's Creed fans.
yeah, but yeah, I mean, Assassin's Creed, I don't know. It just depends when it comes out and what's out when it depends when it actually gets released and what games are out when it comes out. But more likely, I probably won't get it because I wouldn't get it. I probably will only get it for next gen. But I'm sure there's gonna be other games I want to play besides that on next gen when next gen comes out. So we'll see. We have to see what's going on and if we're still stuck at home. Well, we're not. We won't be stuck at home because I'm pretty sure they're gonna let like almost everything's opening back up in July this year in Indiana. So we'll see how long that lasts. But I still won't be going nowhere. But we'll see. Uh, but yeah, I guess the next topic is I guess we could talk about Tony Hawk's Skater 1 and 2 has been I guess it's been what remaster remake I guess in a way. That was
Yep.
announced this week at Jeff Keighley's Summer of Games event. And I'm not a big Tony Hawk Pro Skater fan. I never really, but I think I played a little bit of them. My cousin was a big fan of it, so I think I might have played over his house or something. I played a little bit of it, but not a whole lot to
The,
really dive into the mechanics or anything. So I don't really care about this. This doesn't. Now this is Dave Miller Freestyle BMX. I'll be pumped up then, 'cause that's what I was into. But yeah. So was y'all a big fan of Tony Hawk or anything? Are y'all excited about this or
hell yeah, I'm excited
okay?
for that Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
Did they get it release
Like
date?
dude, dude, huh?
Did the trailer have a release date for it or
Yes, it coming out on September 4th.
okay? So it's not too far away.
And I am ready for it. Like they, dude, they, dude, the game, like game to me is, dude, Pro Care 1, 2 is gonna be wild. It definitely gonna be wild though. Yeah, like you, dude, you should have like some old school like stage arena like soundtrack, good old classic soundtrack. Fucking go from the soundtracks though with Papa Roach, Ray Against Machine. Man, I've been rocking this song while right during Crosshairs, man. And pretty also they did said that they are adding to new levels so that way you should try to make a little more it though. But either way, I am so happy that I'm so happy that they are remake Postcard 1 and 2. Like that to me, it pretty much almost pretty much a make up for Postcard 5 because Postcard 5 was terrible. Like it was terrible. But everything is all forgiven though.
Yeah, this is by the team that remade Crash Bandicoot 2. This is the team that.
Yep.
So are you excited about this, Emperor? Or was you into Tony Hawk or anything like that? Or
No, not really. I never played any of the Tony Hawk games, so
yeah, like I said, I was
different about it.
yeah. I mean, it looks cool. Like the graphics they showed off. But like I said, I'm more about BMX. I want to. They need to give me a new Dave's freestyle BMX. That's the game I played a lot. A lot of people always talked about Tony Hawk. I'm like, man, fuck Tony Hawk. I mean, not really, but that's what I was just saying. I mean, I don't mean it like that, but I was just saying, I was all about Dave Mill freestyle BMX because that's what I like. I love the soundtrack in that game. I love the. Well, I do remember playing Tony Hawk. I don't think I liked the way it felt, but man, I loved how playing Dave Mill freestyle BMX. I loved the mechanics in that game. I just thought it was fun. But yeah, that's cool though. I mean, it looks good. I mean, a lot of people are excited about it. So so moving on. What else was? Oh, maybe the biggest thing that happened. One of the biggest things happened is, we had Jeff Clay's been doing this Summer of Games event, and he said he's going to have a game announcement on Tuesday, and that ended up being the Tony Hawk remakes. And then he said, oh yeah, stay tuned for Wednesday. He's kind of giving teases about an interview. We didn't know what he was talking about, and there was some hints that it might be something with the PS5, but not really. We didn't really know. And then what did we get? Well, we got the Unreal 5 engine tech demo. But the thing is, it was running on a PS5 dev kit. And what's cool about this is that this is actually going to be playable. This was actually going to be at GDC, and this was actually going to be playable at GDC. So if you think about it, this whole virus thing just messed up the whole gaming announcement. Because you think about GDC would have been happening, and you would have had Mark Cerny talk about the hard drive, and then you would have had this tech demo to go along probably with that around the same time and be playable. This is actually playable. This was going to be playable at GDC. This is not an actual game, but this thing you see them playing, if you was at GDC, you would have had the chance to actually play this on a live PS5 dev kit. And you probably could have been using the actual PS5 controller because they probably would have had the PS5 controller at GDC. So you probably could have used the actual PS5 controller playing this demo. So before we did y'all watch this demo, if you want to call it, or tech demo?
I'm sorry, I did.
And you watch it. So now tell me, was this thing this when I was talking about I want to see next gen last week, I don't understand why Xbox didn't, even though this is not a game, but this is a playable demo, right? And they said this was only made by 25 people in like 6 months. They started working on this in September. They said, I think, 25 people to make this in the Unreal 5. In which we'll get more details, but basically, this is what I wanted to see Xbox. Something like this, just something that's next gen, And I know they want to show games, but when your first impression, you gotta have, when you talk about gameplay for your first time showing off, you gotta show something off like this. This wasn't even the PS5 event. This was just Unreal doing it. It was just running on the PS5s. But when Xbox said it's first time seeing gameplay on our Series X, I want to see something like this, right? To go with, what you're showing. But I don't want to go into that part yet. But let's just talk about this demo. Now, this was actually to me. This is what I want to see from next gen. This is this right here looked awesome. The graphics, the sound they was talking about, the sound and using like CG assets and this. I don't know if y'all would. Well, before I go into detail, just tell me what y'all thought about it, because I can really go into some detail about some things. But I want to know what y'all's opinion about this and everything.
I'll let Rage go.
Okay, Mayhem, go ahead.
Or like one. I was like one. One thing. Because one thing I do know is, like what, like man, I look at it like I try to listen to them when I talk about gameplay, but man, like, dude, like it may be they that they have a little triangle triangle fetish though
Well, you just got
on the gameplay.
well, if he's paying attention. Well, I mean, I can break it down a little bit because I've worked on games. Well, I've worked on making mods and worked in game engines. I've worked in Unreal. I don't know if I actually worked in Unreal Engine 4. I know I've worked in Unreal Engine 3. I think I do have Unreal Engine 4 on my computer. But
Did you say they have a triangle fetish?
I think it's because they was talking about
Straight fetish.
The polygons?
he's talking about the polygons, yeah. But they don't call them,
Okay.
but they're not really polygons in this store. He called them nanotech. The pixels, what they're using, they're not really using polygons. They're using something else. Kind of like polygons. They call them triangles.
The accuracy,
Yeah, no, they're using.
the accuracy, like we got this triangle, and you see the rocks. This this all got a triangle, and this J, it got a triangle. It it just triangles. Like I'm like, okay, I get it. Like, let me join the gameplay, which I finally see PS5 gameplay, and the graphics look fucking crispy, like fucking crisp, though.
Yeah, but
Like the rocks, like from the bats, like the bugs can actually can do we had this flashlight, dude. We had a little flashlight. When we show light of bugs, they actually react to the light.
yep.
Straight react to the light. Like, dude, that the whole thing was crazy. The whole thing was crazy. Like the gameplay demo is like just the whole thing crazy. And after I finally see a PS5 gameplay, I'm ready to get in it. I'm all ready to get it. But it just really sucks though that Xbox really don't show no gameplay, but the PS5 though, like finally show it, finally show it. So yeah, like. I was like, how the old saying, ball is at your court.
Yeah.
Your move, Xbox. Like, what you gonna do?
Well, I mean, the thing is, I'll go in more detail about certain things. I'm gonna let Emperor say what he thinks. But this engine will be on a device besides PS5. It will be on it. It might not run the same on Xbox because the whole thing about this running is able to load all that stuff in like that because of that PS5 speed of the SSD. But he did say that this is going to be designed to run on mobile, and he didn't say nothing about Switch, but it might be able to run some form of it. Might be able to run on Switch, maybe not.
They did say Switch.
Did he say Switch
or something?
I heard him say mobile.
Yeah,
he said mobile and iOS, and he said Xbox, but I don't ever heard him say Switch, but.
I was watching some interview with the.
But it is scalable. So even though it might not be able to actually run what they showed on PS5 on the Switch, but that engine will work on other devices because Unreal Engine is a third party engine. But I think they can't run what they showed on other devices because they're using that PS5's SSD, and they work closely with PlayStation, and they kept talking about PlayStation's SSD. That's why they can load all that stuff so fast, because the SSD is just. But I want to talk a little bit more about what more technical stuff about it, but I'll let you talk about what you thought about Emperor before I go in detail a little bit.
No, I just echo what Rage and what a bunch of other gamers have said watching this. Those are some mighty fine rocks right there.
Yes. Hey, like a freaking rocks.
It's like, to be totally honest, after watching it, now probably about 3 times already, I wasn't impressed by it.
Mm. Wow.
And that might shock people, but it's like,
Okay,
I'm,
I'm gonna have to go into this because I'm gonna tell you why it's impressive by why I'm talking. Because not just watching it, but actually listen to what they had to say. And if you listen to what they got to say, since I worked on games, I worked in studio, I worked on engines and studio,
uh-huh.
so I can kind of break it down what they was talking about, why it's impressive. If you don't think it looks impressive, but
No, I'm not saying that it doesn't look impressive. Here's my thing. The reason why I wasn't impressed by it after thinking about it after a while is basically I was just kind of expecting this.
okay.
I was expecting things to advance. I was expecting things to look prettier. I was expecting.
Yeah.
It's just a natural progression of things. It's like,
Yeah.
maybe to a developer's point of view, this is exciting.
Yeah.
I do understand that.
And this was supposed to be at GDC.
But
You gotta think about it. This was actually gonna be at GDC too, because this is an engine. This is an engine. This ain't PS5's event. This was just an engine. This is just Unreal.
Yeah.
Epic.
Yeah, this is just completely just a game engine. Like,
yeah, this Epic. Epic was just showing off the engine, but it happened to run on the PS5.
Yeah.
Because they work with PS5 to design.
But here's the thing: as a consumer, as like just a normal gamer, you could say like I never really tried developing a game on my own, but it's like watching interviews of them talking about the engine themselves. I can understand why it is impressive.
Yeah. I mean, I think it looked impressive to me just by looking at it. Because, well, I'm gonna let you go and then I'll give my opinion on it.
Yeah, my final thoughts is basically like it looks beautiful, but at the end of the day, for me, it's like I was just kind of expecting these natural progressions to occur in different types of engines of what you can do with the power of the graphics card and CPUs nowadays. You know, for me, I was just kind of expecting that, but after hearing a bunch of interviews, reading interviews with the Unreal Engine guys, I can see why it is impressive on the back end side.
Okay. Yeah. So this my overall impressions before I go in more detail about it. Yeah, I mean, it definitely looked. As far as the gameplay goes, it didn't impress me. But as far as like the visuals and it looked impressive. Just because the graphic, like the character model looks so good, and the textures it looks it just looks so realistic, and just the animations look good, and then just the lighting effects look good. And when he's talking about like the
That
sound, the booty,
That booty.
like the animations look good, and just it just looks so realistic. It just looks like I'm not gonna say it blew me. I'm not saying it blew me away, but I was still impressed because it's just everything looks so clean and crisp. And then especially when he's talking about the texture, like the models and stuff, like he was showing that statue.
Did it say how many FPS it was running at?
It's running like 30 frames.
Okay.
So that's the only thing that didn't
It
impress
looked
me.
better than that.
Nah, I think it was only 30 frames. It probably looked better. I mean,
I'm pretty sure it was.
but
I'm pretty sure it was at 30 frames, but I could have sworn it ran a little bit better.
nah, I think it was.
Not sure it was just because of my TV, but
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you TV upscales frames or whatever, but it was because Digi finally did a breakdown of it, and it was like 30 frames. They kind of, but it was 30 frames. But it looked fluid, it looked good and crisp, but like even the water and the scarf and just, but like this just to break it down a little bit. I mean, I don't know everything, but I know a little bit. Like what's impressive to me is that I don't know why. I guess there's a reason why they're not using polygons. They're using this new nanotech, which is kind of taking the place of polygons, but they're kind of the same thing. But it's like, a game now, how most games are made, they use so many polygons to create the characters and to create the environments, right? And they're gonna use so many because the console and the engine can only handle so much, right? So they're gonna use so many polygons. So that's why you get games that look the way they look now, because it's they can make it look better, but it just wouldn't run. And with this new technology, now what's so cool is they're using what they call nanotech. It's like pretty much a lot of when you work on a game, you have Unreal, which is your engine, and then you have other resource that you use that you plug into Unreal, right? And usually you can use Studio Max or ZBrush. And Pacific in the video he says ZBrush, which I didn't use ZBrush too much, but it's pretty much the same thing as Studio Max. But ZBrush was always used when I was going to school. I remember Studio Max is more for games and ZBrush is more for movies, kind of. That's kind of, but still developers still use ZBrush for games. But I always kind of ZBrush is more for like CG movies, and Studio Max is more for games. But they kind of combine and stuff. But what was cool is that you see how the pop in and stuff in games now, because usually when developers work on games, say you have a character, right, or like a rock or some kind of little specific thing in the background or object. A lot of times now, one way game developers do, they'll make more than one copy or more than one version of that object or character, right? So you'll have like because you already see popping, right? Some games you get closer to an item that object has more textures, right? It pops in, it looks more better when you get closer to it. Well, on this, that's not going to happen. Well, it shouldn't happen because they're not going to happen. Because now, and plus, when you make an object, you make a character, but you'll make that character, you'll make a high-end version of that character, and you make a low-end and mid-edge version. Compared to where you're at, you'll see that certain model will show up. But now you're only going to make one model because the engine's going to do it for yourself. And also, like, most time when you work on the game, he's saying, you use ZBrush to model a character, right? To create a character, you use ZBrush, or to create the environment, you use ZBrush, right? But most time when you take that character model from ZBrush, you import it into Unreal, you have to scale it down. So ZBrush, you can make it really, really high polygons, very, very high detail. But when you bring that into Unreal, you have to scale it down. You can't make it look exactly how it looks in ZBrush because the game can't handle it. So you have to take that same character or whatever and make it look less detail. But then you save that high version to use the texture. So you use that high model to make the textures and put that texture map on the character. But you won't bring that model into Unreal like it is because they just can't handle it. Well, now you can. Now you don't have to scale it down. Using this new technique they have, that's what he was talking about, bringing in CG assets. Now, even though you're making ZBrush, you don't have to scale it down for games. You just pop it in Unreal, and now it works. You don't have to make it less. That's what's cool about it, because now you're gonna have more nanotext or polygon characters. They're gonna be more smooth looking, because now they can use high ISET models. You don't have to scale them down for games. That's what the whole thing he was showing all. That's why he was showing all that stuff. He was showing, look, this is stuff you would see in movies assets, right? But now you can use them in games. You don't have to make game assets. You can make movie assets or cutscene assets, right? Like stuff you see in cutscenes, how they look more smooth and more detailed. Well, now you can use them in game, and that's why he was talking about 8K textures, because it's just amazing stuff. And yeah, I just thought, like, when he was talking about that stuff, I'm like, wow. And we'll have to see how it actually works. It might not work exactly how they're saying, but even if it does a little bit of that, that's going to be the model, not just how many stuff is going to be more detail, and environments is going to be more detail. And it looks like it's going to be easier for the developers to do it too, because they don't have to make so many different versions of one character, because now they can just make one character, a high detailed character, and put that in Unreal, and that's the use. They don't have to make a low version of that character, because now that engine's going to, like, nope, it's good. It's a lot of exciting stuff. and it was playable. That's not that wasn't like, oh, this was a CG, because no, this was actually playable. You know, if you was at GDC, you would have been able to play this tech demo they had. So that's what makes it exciting for me. It's just high detail stuff you can use now in your games using this engine. But and there's some things that's been, you know, talking more about this and everything surrounding this. This tech demo's got the fanboys going crazy right now. I don't know if y'all been, but all the exploit, all that, you know, because this came out and everybody was excited. Everybody was kind of disappointed in with Xbox showed off, because they didn't, because everybody's like, these games don't look next gen, you know, all this stuff. And then this comes out, and it's first time you actually see something running on next gen, and they wrote, and it said it's running on the PS5, and he's talking, you know, we worked closely with Sony and was able to do this because of Sony. The Unreal guys, Epic people kept talking about how fast Sony's hard drive is. That the PCs, he said the PCs are going to look up to PS5 because of this technology, and it's going to see he specifically said you're going to see improvements to PC gaming because of the PS5, mainly because of the hard drive, not because of the video card, but it's mainly because of the super solid state hard drive they got, because there's nothing on the market. He said there's nothing, you can't buy a hard drive as fast as Sony's hard drive right now. There's none on the market as fast as it right now. And then Sony's actually does some things to the motherboard too to make that hard drive even faster. So that's why he's able to load up all those textures and nanotech polygons, what you want to call them, because the hard drive can just stream it in so fast. So because of all this talk and next gen talk, the Xbox fanboys are going crazy. You know, they're doing damage control. Oh, because I don't know why they get mad, because this wasn't even a PlayStation event. It's just running a PlayStation, and they made this tech demo specifically for the PS5. Now we know the Unreal 5 is gonna run on the Xbox, but it might not run like it is this, because Xbox doesn't have as fast of an SSD, so it might not be able to load up as everything as fast. I think it'll look as good as far as like visual, but I don't think it'll be able to load stuff as fast and how fast that was streaming and stuff. But and then all the exploits, since they seen this, they had to get online and start spoiling fucking. I mean, I didn't get spoiled yet, but they started spoiling Last of Us 2 again, because anytime there's good stuff about PS5, the Xbox boys, fanboys, not just I mean, I'm not saying Xbox fan. I'm saying Xbox fanboys. They gotta get online and start bashing Sony and start hating and start saying, oh, you know, start spoiling Last of Us 2, because they get mad because they wasn't happy with what they, because Xbox is talking about we got the most powerful system, but they haven't showed nothing yet, even though they, and Sony's already showed with this, even though this wasn't a Sony event, you've already seen most people already been more impressed with Sony's next gen than Xbox. You know, Xbox talking about, oh, we got 13 teraflops of GPU power, but then Sony, you see Unreal come out running this, and it's more impressive than Xbox has shown. But I had a point to all this stuff. So how do y'all feel about I guess, do you have a different opinion? Because everybody's been saying Sony's not showing anything, and Sony's behind on the Xbox but showing things. So how do y'all feel about Sony's PS5 now to seeing this, I guess? And what do y'all think Sony's going to show to people still that leak about Sony having an event June the 4th? How you feel about that event now and what Sony might show? And how y'all feel about PS5 after seeing this tech demo, I guess I should say. Do you have any opinions?
I don't think. I'm saying. I'm saying. I already can't take none.
I
It's
don't.
just,
I I don't really feel that different
Okay.
in a way because I think the only confirmed PS5 game is that one game that I showed a long time ago.
Well, you know the games at Xbox. A lot of those games the next day confirmed they was coming for PS5 too.
Yeah, but is that like? I'm assuming that's the cross-gen games, right?
Yeah, but it's not really. But the Xbox doesn't have any games that's not cross-gen at all. They haven't. Xbox has not announced any game that's not cross-gen. Cause my camera just died. I'm just going to let it rest for a minute. But yeah, yeah. Your point is that yeah, they haven't showed any.
Like any true, just for the next-gen console.
Yeah, but Xbox hasn't shown any either. Because they haven't really.
But then they showed that one game back in the Game Awards where they showed like 3 like armored dudes. I forgot what the game's name is.
They showed Hellblade. You talking about that?
Hellblade.
The
No,
the
it
other
was
game.
a PlayStation game.
Oh yeah, but that's for PC too, so it's not really. That is. Yeah, it's not cross gen. That's PC and PS5. That's not PS4 at all. Yeah, so that is true next gen. But yeah, that is true gen. But what they showed at the Game Awards wasn't
Come
actual
on, Unreal
gameplay.
Engine, right?
I don't know if that's Unreal Engine or not, but it's not Unreal 5. Thing is, this Unreal 5 won't be available until like 2021, so that does kind of suck. But yeah,
So maybe they might show
well,
some other, or at least announce games they're working on.
yeah. Well, to me, I think if this virus wasn't going around, I think there would have been an event in February or maybe April, and you would have got the game because when they announced games for PS4, like Killzone Shadowfall and some other exclusive launch games, they announced those games during that event in February, right?
Yeah.
So, but we haven't got an official event from PS5 yet, right? So they haven't announced the games because they haven't actually had an event for PS5 yet. You just have bits and teasers of PS5, but you haven't actually had an actual event. Same thing with Xbox. I mean, they've had an event now because of this last event, but this last event was all focused on third party, right? So you didn't get any.
Yeah.
You haven't got any official Xbox games really besides Halo Infinite, but Halo Infinite was announced for Xbox One before Xbox Series X was even announced, but they're just making it cross-gen now, right? But they was already announced. But it's cross-gen, right? And then I guess Hellblade, but they haven't showed gameplay, and it's cross-gen. All these games are cross-gen. They haven't. Well, there won't be no exclusive Xbox games because they already said all their games are gonna be on every system, so you're not gonna get that from Xbox. Unless it's from a third party, right? But then third party might be on.
Problem.
But yeah. So to me, going off this next gen stuff before we go on to Ghost of Tsushima, state of play, it's like people kept saying that Sony was behind on Xbox about, I guess, advertising and showing off the stuff. But to me, like, I haven't think they've been behind at all because it all comes down to the games, and Xbox hasn't proven nothing. To me, I don't think Xbox has done more than Sony's done with showing off the actual console, right? But to me, as far as like actual getting me hyped for the console, Xbox hasn't done more than Sony's done because they haven't shown any games until this Inside of Gaming, but that was all third party, so it's kind of hard to count that when you're just showing off third party people. But still, I never thought Sony was behind. Cause Sony, I mean, they was behind until they showed the official specs. Cause we already knew the specs of Xbox, but then once we got the specs of PlayStation, I thought it was Sony's in the same position as Xbox. Now we know the specs of both of them, and now we're just waiting on the games, and they both haven't shown the games yet. So to me, they was both. Xbox was talking a lot, running that lip about the. I don't want to say running the lip. I don't want to sound negative, but they was talking a lot about. They was boosting up the Xbox Series X about, oh yeah, it's this, but they wasn't showing nothing. And then when they decided they was gonna show something, it was kind of, huh? You talking all this power, and this is what we, and these third party games ain't really. It's the first time you're showing gameplay on your system. This is what you give us. It's not a very good sign. So, but then you get Sony. It's like, oh well. Then you see Sony's just. I think Sony comes June. They're gonna have some bangles. I'm thinking you're gonna see some shit that's gonna blow you away as far as visuals and gameplay. And I think Microsoft will step the game up too when they actually show those first party games in July. I just think there was a misstep showing the third party stuff first when you're advertising your new system.
No, going off of that, I just want to expand this topic a little bit more.
Go ahead, man.
What what develop what developer do you think is gonna be like the first exclusive they're gonna show off?
For what
That
system?
didn't come out right. For PlayStation, like which of PlayStation studios
Which
do you
first?
think is gonna be
Which
the first one?
which first party studio is they're gonna show off first?
Or yeah, which studio is gonna release their game first on the PS5?
Release first or being show off first, or just come out first?
Either or. It's like
Huh. So
you would assume that the one they show off first is gonna be the one that released first.
you never know, because sometimes to show a game, sometimes they might show something at the very beginning. Cause they don't always show stuff that's coming out launch, right? So if you think about launch, cause I'm just gonna keep it simple and talk about why I think could be launch games, right? Well, I know one launch game is gonna be. It's gonna be. It's not first party, but it's just. But Sony it might be first party now because it's rumors that it's the Blue Point games. We haven't heard much about them lately, but for a while we've seen a whole lot about what Blue Point was teasing a lot of stuff. We know they're working. We know they're working on a next gen game. We know it's a remake, and we don't know what it is. I think that, and they've been talking hype about how this game looks and stuff. So I think that game is gonna be a launch game because it's not super big. We don't know what remake it's gonna be.
Yeah, like
A lot of people think it's Demon Souls. Some people think it's Soul Reaver. Or it might Demon Souls, or it could be what's the other game? Dark Souls. I don't think it'd be Dark Souls because Dark Souls is it's on all the systems, you know. So I think if it is that type of game, it'll be Demon Souls because Demon Souls was exclusive to PS3, right? And Dark Souls is on Xbox and they're pretty much the same type of game, but Demon Souls is PlayStation exclusive. So if it is that type of game, it'll be Demon Souls. But to me, I'm hoping it's like I don't know why people was thinking it was gonna be like Soul Reaver. I would love for it to be Soul Reaver because there was some awesome games back on like PS2 or PS1. I can't remember. I love those games, but I actually don't know what this game is.
nobody knows.
Yeah, but a lot of people
It's like
think
teasers,
but
the little hints they dropping. They reference a bunch of other games.
yeah, but a lot of people are really expecting it to be Demon Souls. So because I have Demon Souls and I didn't finish it, but it was okay. But I'm curious to see. But they've been hyping it up, so I'm curious to see. But I think that game would be I think that is definitely a launch title game for the PS5. Is that game right there? Whatever game that is, that's a launch title. Now I think the other launch titles, I think you might get some kind of shooter game. Like a lot of people are saying that you're gonna see a SOCOM remake, but it might be on like a multiplayer SOCOM remake. Or a lot of people think it's gonna be like a Resistance remake. That's been teased. Also, people saying there's some
I
kind.
would love Resistance.
I really like Resistance 2. The other Resistance was okay. Resistance 2 had the best multiplayer. I think it was so fun. And a lot of people
play one.
Yeah, I played all three of them, and all of them were pretty good. I think 3 had the best campaign, but I think 2 had the best multiplayer. But yeah. But a lot of people, I think there's gonna be some kind of shooter game. But I think it's only gonna be like a multiplayer. I don't think it's gonna be a full like campaign. I think it's gonna be like a multiplayer mode of Resistance, or a multiplayer remake of Killzone, or a multiplayer remake of SOCOM. One of those 3 games is gonna be a multiplayer shooter of those. It won't be a full campaign game, but it's gonna be a multiplayer of one of those games. It's gonna be a launch title. So I'm not sure. So we'll see one of those, cause that's, and I think you might see like another, maybe a smaller game from Sony too, like nothing like maybe like a kids game, maybe like a Knack or a Ratchet or something like that. I don't know. I haven't heard any rumors about anything like that. I don't think that Sony's gonna have like more than 3 big time first party games to launch, because there's just not gonna be that many PS5s, and they don't want to pick the big time hitters when there's no, they can't make no big time money, right? Because nobody's gonna, you can't sell that many games when you don't have that many systems, right? But you do got to have some games that make people to buy your system. So I think the Blue Point game would be a good one, and a cool shooter game, like a multiplayer shooter game that looks next gen at 60 frames is gonna be on there, and then maybe like a kids game or something. As far as first party goes, as far as launch day ready. And there could be some stuff in the launch window, but I do think as far as launch time goes, that's what you'll see. Now,
Yeah.
but I think you're gonna see. But I think at the event you're gonna see some stuff they're working on that's gonna like. I've heard some rumors about. Cause I've been hearing, cause before even the Unreal 5 tech demo, I've been hearing some stuff about what's the game? Horizon Zero Dawn. Yeah, I've been hearing some stuff about Horizon Zero Dawn 2, about how many polygons the characters have compared to the first one, and it's a whole lot of polygons, right? I'm not talking about what Unreal's not really using polygons or using something new, but I've been hearing about how good Horizon Zero Dawn looks, but how many polygons they're pushing. I heard about this polygons, how many are pushing before Unreal talked about their polygons. It's not polygons they're using now, but for I know, because Horizon Zero Dawn uses a decimal engine, so I'm not sure if they're using the same technique as Unreal's using. So we'll have to see. But I've heard that this game looks, but not like what they're working on looks crazy good in detail. I hope about this a long time. I've been hearing about this a long time ago. So we're definitely gonna see that. I don't know if that'll be ready to launch, but you're definitely gonna see it. I think you'll see it at the event. You gonna say something, Mayhem?
No, I just lost my dots. I just lost my dots.
Yeah.
Like, I got something, then I'm like,
Yeah. And I'm curious to see more third party games. Cause I was a little disappointed in the third party games that Xbox showed, because I figured there'd be some more bangles to show as far as third party goes. So I was kind of curious as to what they picked. Those games that show were just kind of, I don't know. It just didn't make no sense for those games to be shown off at your next gen event. Like, it was a funny.
I felt like they just took all the third-party games from their E3 announcement and just put them into one video.
Yeah, but there wasn't that many games. Those games, it's like, there's some other third-party games coming out this year. Even cross-gen games. It's like, but I think maybe why, because those games are probably going to be at their own events, so Microsoft couldn't get them because they're probably going to be shown off at the other publishers that are having their own events. Probably didn't want to show them off at Microsoft, right? Because they want to have their own events. So, but yeah. You have anything else to say about that? I got more stuff I can say, but about the whole. There's a lot of rumors about next gen and Sony's event, and I've been a lot of rumors about what games you might see and a lot of stuff. But I'm just kind of trying to stay on topic a little bit.
Yeah,
Unless there's something y'all want, y'all thinking about that, I
just had something.
I would say I think the reason why we have, before you go, I think the reason why we haven't seen a whole lot, and even from Microsoft too, I think the reason why we haven't seen a whole lot from I forgot, I gotta talk about another game before we go into Ghost of Tsushima. I forgot it got announced, but I think the reason why we haven't seen a whole lot, from Sony and Microsoft about next gen in games. I just think that this COVID-19 kind of threw plans off, especially on Sony. I think Sony would. I think you would have, like I said, you would have seen the event from Sony. I think this event might be a little bit different now because I think they're going. I think because usually Sony has like two events. They usually have an event when they announce the new system, and then they show what it can do and show some games. But then they have another event where they talk more about the price and what it looks like. So I think now you're gonna have maybe one big event in June, or maybe you have a. But then I heard some people said that this you still might not even see the system in June. But I think I'm hearing that this event is all about software. So I think we're gonna see some good stuff in June the 4th.
I mean, that makes sense.
It's all about and that's what yeah. So I don't know. I'm not sure.
They did the same thing for PS4.
Yeah, but PS4 it was in February. You had one event in February, then you had one in I think June. So now you're gonna.
Yeah, but the way they present the PS4 is pretty much the same.
Yeah. So now I think this event in June is all gonna be about software. I'm not sure if you'll see the PS5 or not. Actually, what it looks like. I definitely don't think you get priced. I think you don't get priced until closer to release, unless they have it able to pre-order. If they have it pre-order, I think they have to have a price for it. Maybe I'm not sure, but I don't think you'll get.
No, they said they. I was reading somewhere that you can't pre-order the PS4 until they show it to the public.
That's actually what it looks like, or
Yeah.
okay. So yeah, so if they want people to start pre-ordering, then you'll get everything like they did. But I think the main focus is really going to be about software. So I think we can see some juicy. I'm not sure how it's going to be as far as presentation goes, because it's going to be like an all digital event. So we'll see how they. Did you have something to say that before I cut you off, Impro? Did you forget it again? I think you're muted. No, you're not muted. I think the desktop audio fucked up. Oh, my Discord audio. That froze up. Son of a fucking bitch.
Hello?
Yeah, you're there. I think it was probably just my computer decided it was gonna. But
No, it was my.
trying to get the fucking keyboard to stop acting up. I can hear you
I
now.
think my mic. Yeah, I think my mic ran out of battery or something. Anyway. There was a headline that I read saying that the Unreal Engine guys or the Microsoft doesn't want to say whether that tech demo could run on the Xbox Series X.
Well, I think, during our little interview, what's his name, Jeff Keighley. You know how he tried to get, he tried to,
Yeah.
how he does it. He's trying to flame the war a little bit. He's trying to get them to say, hey, can this run on PS? And I just don't think they wanted to, he's not. They're not trying to. He's not trying to cause no beef. Unreal and Epic. They're not. They'll put them. They're gonna put that engine in all systems. So they don't want to say, oh no, this can't run this good on the Xbox, or this looks better on the Xbox. He's not trying to say that. I think the main thing Unreal Epic guy was trying to say, like, this tech demo was designed to work for PS5. He's trying to say, yes, our engine will run on Xbox and Series X and mobile stuff, and then probably even PS4 or Pro and stuff when it comes out, maybe. But this actual demo might not run because this was designed specifically for the PS5. They even said they worked closely with PS5. Because you gotta say, because like before, Mark Cerny said that when they was designing the PS5, he went and talked to developers, and that's how they came up with the design for the. That to me, that's the difference between Xbox Series X, and PS5, and we'll see how it pans out. But Mark Cerny designed the PS5, talking to developers, and how we make not just make a system more powerful about giving them more teraflops and a better CPU, which they did, but like how can we make it even? How can we take things that are bottlenecks down and make it better. Well, one thing is loading. Like the hard drive is slowing down. And you know you got this powerful CPU and GPU. If it takes you so long to load assets off the hard drive into the game, then it doesn't matter how powerful your CPU and GPU is because you still slow down by the hard drive. So that's one reason why they came up with the Super SSD, talking developers and and stuff. And Microsoft, they just kind of like, I mean, they got, I'm sure, I mean, they're using the SSD too. It's not as fast, but they kind of say, hey, we're just gonna make a powerful system. I don't think they went customize it too much. From what I'm hearing, there might be some stuff they haven't talked about yet that they're
Oh,
doing.
I'm going somewhere with this.
Okay, go ahead.
This kind of seems a little bit off topic to where I want to go, but it's something that somebody took a screenshot of a Twitter post. Some guy saying this looks good, a logical next step. My worries, however, if CEOs can pretty much make abstraction of poly count, since the amount of polys in the screen will be dictated by the pixel footprint, wouldn't this result in huge download sizes? And someone responded, can't share technical details at this time, but tech this tech is meant to ship games, not take demos. So download sizes is something we care very much about.
Yeah, yeah. I think yeah, especially like 8K textures, right? When he was talking about 8K
Yeah.
textures, 8K textures is a lot of data, right?
Yeah.
But one thing is, they said that while when I was talking to you about, games are pretty big now. One reason why games are so big because since they're using these old hard drives, developers had to make objects. One reason I was telling you, had to make the objects more than once, right? Plus, they make
Yeah.
objects more than once so they can find them faster, right? So they duplicate stuff a lot. So because it takes them so long to find the stuff on the hard drive, a lot of times they'll make objects over and over, so they don't have as long to find that object because they have it in more than one spot on the hard drive. Now, since these hard drives are faster, they don't have to duplicate object. They can make that object or data one time and find it. So you're not wasting hard drive space by making stuff over and over. See what I'm saying? So even though it's more polygons and more data, well, you're not duplicating data as much because now the hard drive's so fast, you don't have to duplicate it just so your CPU can find it faster. Now it's so fast, you just have that item one spot and it can find it like that. So
All right. So here's my theory of where I think PlayStation got their inspiration to make the PS5 the way it is.
okay.
These two phones right here. This is the iPhone.
Mhm.
This is just some other Android phone. I think PlayStation went the route that Apple did with their phones, and pretty much any other hardware that they make now, where they
So
control the hardware and software. So they pretty much optimized it, just like Apple optimized their hardware and every single product that they have.
so pretty much just like pretty much just on different build phone, but yet the same, but preferring but the same, almost pretty much the same shit menus, right?
Kind of, yeah.
You got
But
that, got it.
I mean, here's the thing: Apple decides the amount of power this phone is gonna have. They pretty much designed the software in it to run the way it does to make it run very smoothly. The way it runs, the way it handles loading in things and out, suspending apps on this phone, it runs very seamlessly. As opposed to an Android phone where it's pretty much the company just makes the phone and they just install Android to it. Because pretty much Android itself just gets the hardware from the hardware company and just puts it onto the phone. It's like this has a Qualcomm, which Qualcomm is its own company. I think the camera device on here is from Sony. So they're not making their own things on this phone.
I said, okay, this phone I got it right here is an Android. Moto G20, like Moto G23. If I got like if I was a if I was a if I was a if I was a like pretty much if I got it right. Like like I I really got nothing to say. I really got I really got like nothing to say. Like like phone okay like phones is not always my danger. Only reason me to get an Android like I just don't like I just I just I just really can't get to iPhones. So I just every day I see Apple, it just they had a new build, but yet had the same old stuff though. I mean same old menu and program and stuff. But that's my opinion.
Okay. So that's did you understand what I was trying to say?
No, I kind of I was trying to fix something and
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
like
So basically, PlayStation pretty much went the route of Apple, where they controlled the hardware and software, so they can make it all run seamlessly.
okay. Yeah, I understand that. More of a balanced machine. Is that what you mean?
What do you mean by that?
Just like everything, everything just works. You just don't have like you just don't have just you just don't have uh like you don't have like a powerful GPU, but you have a weak CPU, right? Everything in the system is designed to work together for a specific purpose. I guess that's what I mean.
Yeah, yeah, because everything from what Mark Cerny said during that GTC video they released, it's like they're because I immediately thought of Apple when they released their iPhone. It's like they pretty much designed to work seamlessly with the hardware and software. With what Mark Cerny says, pretty much seamlessly.
I don't know if it's me or you, but you are cutting out.
Um,
Okay, you sound good now. You just cutting out just for a minute. I can't.
Probably.
My computer's trying to act up again, so it could have been me. To tell you the truth, fucking keyboards from the. I can't get the keyboard to stop. Yeah, like I said, the no Xbox and Sony are taking two different approaches on it, so that's gonna be cool. I'm trying to hide the chat, but it won't hide the chat because it's like, oh, it keeps on typing. You got any more on that topic? You want to?
No, that was it.
Okay. Well, I almost forgot about this game announcement. I guess because I don't really care about it, but I will talk about it a little bit if y'all hyped about it. But the new Paper Mario was announced. Did y'all see that?
Nope.
I think it's called. I forget what the title was. It's called Origami something. Thing about this is that a while back there was a leak about there being new Mario's being announced, like some remakes and a new Paper Mario game. Yeah, a while back there was some leaks about some rumors, I guess you can say, about Nintendo remaking the classic 3D Mario games. Like they was gonna remake Mario 64, and I think maybe Mario Sunshine and Mario Galaxy. Right, there's gonna do a bundle. I'm not sure how much of a remake these is gonna be, but they was gonna remake these 3D game Mario games, and on top of that, they was doing a new Paper Mario game that was going back to its roots. Right. Well, we haven't heard anything about these Mario games until now, but we didn't get the 3D Mario games announcements, but we did get this new Paper Mario game, which is cool. But yeah, I would have rather seen the remakes of the other games than this, but you know. So have any of y'all ever played even the Paper Mario games or anything like that?
No.
Nope. I never played it.
What you got going in the background, Mayhem?
Hmm.
What's that noise?
Uh. Wait. Wait. What noise? Damn. Must be the fan.
Yeah, you got, you got like an air jack going on there. Yeah, so
Yeah. It the fan, man. Just the fan like close.
so did y'all see this trailer?
Have we seen it?
Yeah, have you seen it? I mean, it looks okay. I mean, I'm not a big Mario Paper. I never played the Paper Mario game, so I'm not really. This doesn't interest me at all. But I mean, it's cool that Nintendo actually announced another game because they've been kind of. They haven't really like. We don't know what Nintendo's really announcing as far as like. Holiday time. They don't have any other game announced. They haven't announced any games coming out in the near future. So this is a. So this one kind of came out of nowhere, but like I said, there was some rumors about about a new Paper Mario game. So.
Did you freeze?
No, I didn't freeze. The audio was kind of trying to go down, so I'm just trying to keep it. But that's I want to move on to the.
Hey, hey. Before we go on to the next one. I'm gonna say since me and Amber like didn't see a trailer. I really want to do something different. Do a little something different. Cause what am I gonna do? What we're gonna do right now? It's to turn on my screen share, and what we're gonna do? We are going to react the Paper Mario of the Paper Mario trailer. If y'all okay with that.
That's fine with me.
Yeah, go for it.
All right, let's do it. All right, yeah, yeah. Can y'all see it? All right. Let me. Oops.
I don't think we can hear the audio from here, do we?
No, I can't hear the audio.
Y'all can hear it audio?
No.
I don't think Discord works that way.
Yeah, it's probably good because Nintendo would probably come after us if we did have
Yeah.
audio. So
I said. All right. I guess. Well,
You can keep on playing it.
you
I
keep
actually
on
want to see
playing.
this.
Yeah, yeah.
all right.
I mean, I've already seen it, so I mean, it's yeah. I just want to see what y'all think about it.
For a second there, I thought it said crease yourself.
It might have
Impress yourself.
it might have said that because it's using the play on words about.
Yeah. Like, this looks good. Like,
Yeah, I'm not gonna say my opinion about how I think it looks, but
that origami thing looked good. I'm not sure about the rest of it.
it doesn't look to me. I just say it doesn't look fun to me. But I never been into the Mario RPGs, so when I see this, I'm just like, no. But doesn't mean it won't be fun. I mean,
Yeah.
I just don't. It doesn't look fun to me. But when I see this, I'm like, why didn't you just give me another regular Mario game? But
Play Odyssey.
I have Odyssey. I played Odyssey. I don't have it no more because I
Yeah.
traded. I'm waiting for another Odyssey.
Now, it looks good.
Okay, so you got a different opinion than me. I don't think it looks bad. It just doesn't do it for me. And do you think the
I mean,
hint? Do you think
the
the
game
hint?
as a whole looks good to me. Like,
Nah,
gameplay wise, from what I've seen.
nah, it
Yeah.
doesn't look good. It doesn't look good to me. But I do like. I do think they could be teasing something with that Metroid helmet at the end.
Well, that's. I don't
I
say like that's. That's what it feel. Can't honestly can't even play the audio on it. But it is. But it is what it is. Like, hey, but at least we did our first reaction though.
Yeah, I mean,
Like first.
you can always, if we want to do reaction, we can always try to do like reactions. Y'all can try reaction and get it set up a little bit better.
Yeah.
Test it out before we go live, or you have it set up for it or something sometime. Maybe like when the like if there is an event on June the 4th for another big event, we can always try to set up something to watch it or something.
Okay.
It'd be pretty cool. There's gonna be a lot of events going on. You get to host some more games. There could be a lot of small events, but could be some all right events to watch live and stuff. Because there's gonna be a lot of little events going on, so it could be some ones that would be worth doing it. But yeah, to me that video didn't do it for me. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not a fan of Paper Mario, so I love my regular classic Mario, my 2D Mario games, and my 3D Mario games, and that right there didn't do it for me at all. That didn't look fun at all to me. That's what I said. To keep it 100, that didn't look fun to me. Didn't pique my interest at all.
what was I gonna say?
But that's just me though. It's just not. It's.
Yeah,
I mean, it is supposed to be an RPG. And if I want an RPG, I'm gonna go get it real. I don't want to call it a real RPG, but I'm gonna get more RPG in my style. That right there. I'm not playing Mario. I mean, in my, yeah. I don't have nothing to say. I don't have any good. I don't have any positive things to say about it. It just doesn't do it for me.
I was gonna say I think that is the annoying thing about Nintendo right now is like they don't really have any games to get for the Switch.
Yeah, they haven't had any games to.
Besides Animal Crossing this year, but
Yeah, I mean they haven't had any games for a while for me to get. Like the last game I
like
mean,
what was the game before Animal Crossing?
well, you had
That was a
Pokemon.
big Nintendo.
Was it Pokemon Sword and
Okay,
Shield?
yeah, it was Pokemon,
Which that was a big game.
which was back in fall, right?
That was last year though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was back in like fall,
Yeah,
end of fall.
Yeah, they haven't had any big games. Yeah, I mean, I haven't told my sister on it. I know they did announce some new on Nintendo Online games, but I think come out the end of May. I think next week. But yeah, they haven't had any big games like for me at all. Like I haven't bought any new games at all. Like the last
Yeah, it was
game,
like
the last game I actually played and beat on my Switch was that Ultimate Alliance 3. That was the newest game I played on my Switch, and that game was okay. But that was that's the last game I actually played on my Switch. I have, and I don't think the last, yeah. Which I knew that going into the Switch I won't be buying too many games. It just be mainly the Nintendo games like Smash Bros and the Mario games. But I figured it'd be some,
I was
they
like reading on the subreddit that people were complaining like, "Where's Metroid?"
yeah. Well, Metro got pushed back. Didn't they announce they got pushed back because they're starting to remake it over? Because who was working on
Yeah, but
it.
that was a while ago.
Yeah, but that game's not coming out for 2-3 years, at least
Yeah.
2 years, at least 2 years. But yeah,
Uh, hey, just a moment ago, like I barely found a way to put the audio on there now. Just let y'all know.
yeah, but yeah, Nintendo definitely needs. I mean, they gotta have some kind of games coming out holiday because if you got Xbox and PlayStation coming out with new consoles, Nintendo's gonna have to. I mean, the Switch will still sell if they have them, if you can find them. It's COVID-19, but yeah, you think they would have some games to compete with Xbox and Sony's new systems, but yeah.
Yeah, which I'm kind of surprised. Like, there isn't a lot more indie games coming out for it.
Well, yeah, I don't want to lie. They have announced some indie games, not exclusive games, but they have done some indie games that's coming to it. Not any big ones. I'm not sure the release dates, but they've had
Or at least the ones they would like actually promote.
yeah promote more. But it's hard to it's kind of hard to judge though these like Nintendo with this COVID-19 because you don't know what planes they had and what these planes did, what this virus did to their planes and stuff. So they could have had a whole big rollout and then this happened and now they just kind of because this trailer that came out of nowhere, like even though I knew about Paper Mario because I heard the rumors, but this just kind of came out and nobody even knew they was dropping it. It just got dropped, so it was like usually they would do some kind of Nintendo Direct or mini Direct to show this. So maybe this only they wanted to show, so they didn't want to have a Direct, but yeah, let's get into the last topic of the day. It's go. Sony had a state of play on Thursday, and it was all about Ghost of Tsushima or whatever. Ghost of Tsushima, I think that's how you say it. So, did both of y'all watch this?
I watched it today actually.
So y'all,
Uh,
did you watch it, Rage?
yeah, I heard about it. I didn't watch it.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I
What?
watched it today after I got off of work. So
So Emperor, what you think about it?
I was watching it on my beautiful 4K TV. I just want to let y'all know that. My God, this game looks beautiful.
He, he flexing.
It does look pretty good. I need to watch. I watched the reaction video too. I need to go back on. I watched a better YouTube video of it so I can see it clean. But I've watched it a couple of times now, and it's just like I think this video. I think they needed this video because people were curious about this game, but I don't think people were. I think people are pretty hyped after seeing this. Like to me, it's got my interest. I'm still like 900%. No, I'm going to get it because the combat doesn't look bad, but I just wonder how much stuff. If I can just be more of slicing and dicing, that's what I want to do. And you know,
It seems you can do both.
yeah, it did say you can do both. That's why it got me more hype. That's what this video did help me out because I did like the combat. Did like okay, I don't have to just be stealthy, but and I did love the exploring. I like when they was talking about exploring and finding different like shrines and getting the charms, and then you know the fox is showing you different ways. I liked all everything they was showing was just I was loving. I was loving the environment. I was loving what they was talking about exploring, and I'm interested in the story where the story takes you, and
Yeah, I was like, I'm feeling the same way.
I was like,
And everything.
I'm like everything about it. I was in. The only thing I'm just skeptic is the combat. I think the combat looks bad. It's not if the combat's for me because I'm not a stealth guy. And you know you didn't have to be stealthy, but so I have to see. But I'm definitely going to check it out. I'm definitely going to try it somehow. I don't know if I'll be a day one buy, but I'm definitely going to be getting my hands on it one way or another. But I think, I ain't gonna lie, the game looks beautiful. Like, yeah, I love this, all the flowers around, and this how you can use the wind to show you where to go, and oh yeah, it's a good looking game. They're actually going to show this game off a month later. This actually is going to be an IGN game of the month, but since this COVID-19 happened and lots of us got pushed, I think it just messed the plans up. So so this video got you more hype? Is what you're saying, Emperor?
Pretty much it.
Okay.
Because I'm getting an Assassin's Creed game that's not an Assassin's Creed.
Yeah. I mean, everything they showed off is, I mean, all the different abilities you can do with the little, the little firecrackers, you know, to distract the enemies and stuff. All that stuff looked good. Like the platforming they showed off. I think all that stuff. I mean, I think it all looks good. It all looks fun. Like,
Dude, okay, you know what? Like this is a Ubisoft game.
no, it's not Ubisoft game. Because Ubisoft game, probably won't be getting it.
No, because everything they showed so far reminded me of a Ubisoft game.
Nope, because I've played Assassin's Creed and none of the games.
Oh
This
no, this is Assassin's Creed.
No, because this environment, how him going to the environment doesn't remind me of Ubisoft. It reminds me of more of like maybe a Far Cry in a way. As far as like,
Listen here, you can't say shit because you only play one.
I play 1 and 2, brother, and I play a little bit of Black Flag, Yeah,
Yeah, we didn't play all of them.
but I played a good amount of them. Just didn't finish any of them. But this the rate. Maybe like actually Assassin's Creed like with like the combat stuff, but as far as like the environment and him riding the horse and that stuff reminded me more. No, it reminded me more of like Far Cry.
It reminds me of Assassin's Creed. It reminds me of Metal Gear Solid 5. It reminds me of a bunch of different games.
I mean, it's taking. I would say it is taking stuff from other games. You know.
Which hopefully they take good parts of those games and just combine it into one.
But yeah, I'm more excited about just exploring the world and finding hidden things and just
Yeah.
like the bro showing you where to go and the little fox. Like, oh yeah, all that stuff was like all those different. Oh yeah, that stuff got me real good.
I, I think for me more because this is actually getting to my movie side because I fucking love movies.
You want to play it in black and
And
white?
yeah, playing it black and white and playing it with subtitles. Which I doubt you guys are gonna be doing.
Oh no, definitely not. I definitely want to see the
Yeah.
colors because the colors look beautiful. And I
I mean,
also,
usually my plan was to play with color first, and then put it in black and white
yeah,
at some points, maybe. But
like I said, I'm a fan of Sucker Punch. I love the Infamous games, like Infamous, and they made the original Sly Cooper too, and that game was awesome. I like the original Sly Cooper games. I like the Infamous games. The Infamous games are awesome. Like they don't think they get enough. Infamous games don't get enough praise. I mean, a lot of people was kind of down on
for those,
second, but Second Son was still
for
Second Son was still a good game. Especially it was like a launch title or a launch window game, and it was Second Son graphics still look good to me, and it was like a launch title game. And I think those graphics still look good. And then Second Son's not a bad game. I like the Infamous other games better. They were just more fun to me, I think. But the Infamous Second Son was still pretty good. Still an awesome game. So
were those the only two franchises they made?
yeah, I think so. I don't know anything else they made. They might have made some older stuff, but the only ones I know is Infamous and Sly Cooper. I'm not sure what else they worked on.
Okay, because I only played that infamous game with the girl.
You play Second Light.
Yeah, Second Life.
That's DLC for Second
Yeah,
Infamous.
that's the only one that I played.
Yeah, I didn't even play that. Tell you the truth, I didn't want to.
It was alright.
Yeah.
I never played any other infamous games, so it's like
Oh yeah, the Infamous games are just, especially like 1 and 2. I don't know if it was Infamous 3 or not. I think it was 1 and 2. It might have been. I can't remember how many. It's been so long, but they was on the PS2. Cause I don't think there was an Infamous game on the PS3. There might have been.
didn't it start on PS3?
I thought it was on PS2. It might have been PS3, cause Sly Cooper was on PS2. Yeah. Cause I don't know if they made games on PlayStation, but the PS2 they did a Sly Cooper, and then they went to PS3, and then they did Infamous. Yeah. Infamous games is just fun. Really, it is really, really awesome. I enjoyed them. And I enjoy Second Son. I just didn't like the main character as much, but the graphics were good. The combat was pretty good. But yeah, the Ghost of Tsushima looks good, man. I mean, you just think about what that. This is on a regular PS4 and PS4 Pro. You're just like, yeah, this is unbelievable. Did you watch it? Did you watch any of it, Mayhem?
I hope you're watching it right now.
I thought that's what he was doing, but I didn't know for sure if he was watching it or not.
Okay, Ghost. Okay, Ghost of.
It's a thing. It's a long stream. It's like 18 minutes long, so you can.
Oh, is it gameplay?
Yeah, it's gameplay.
Gameplay.
It's 18 minutes.
Damn.
It's 18 minutes. But
Yeah,
man,
I guess I watch it later.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure this is like an IGN that's giving you highlights of it.
I mean, you can watch bits and pieces of it. You just want to see. But
Yeah, because I'm going through it right now. And oh my god.
yeah, it's a good looking game.
I definitely gotta watch it later.
It's good though. Like I said, I've watched it a couple of times. I watch people talk about it, and I think it's gonna be. I think to me, it's like I wonder what's gonna have the higher Metacritic. This or Last of Us, too. Because this is my prediction, and then I'll get y'all. I think Last of Us is gonna, as far as Metacritic goes, I think Last of Us is gonna get anywhere from 85 to 95. I think it's what Metacritic Last of Us 2 is going to get. And I think Ghost of Tsushima is going to get anywhere from an 80 to a 90. That's my prediction for as far as Metacritic goes. I think only thing The Last of Us could bring Last of Us down is people are not happy with the story direction. Because from what I'm hearing, some people get mad about it. But
Which I've been thinking a lot about. I'm like, there's no possible way I can hate that.
yeah, I don't think I hate it either. But people are stupid. I don't want to call people stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, it's your opinion not to like a game, but to hate on the developers for the direction is stupid. It's still a game; they can make it how they want to make it. That's my opinion on it. But then, and again, you can't judge a game until you play it. You can't judge a story until you actually experience the playthrough of it, or at least watch somebody play the whole game so you know everything that's going on. You just can't read spoilers and see a little clip and think you understand everything that's going on. But that's beyond the point. But to me, I think that the only thing that could maybe bring down Last of Us is people are really feeling a certain way towards the story. They might knock it down. But as far as like everything else goes, the game is just going to be awesome. So I expect The Last of Us to get 85 to 95 as far as Metacritic. And then I expect Ghost of Tsushima anywhere from 80 to 90. Just because this is, I don't know. Because I'm pretty sure this game is going to be, Ghost of Tsushima is going to be good, but it is like a new franchise. Sucker Punch is doing something new, so you don't know how everything's going to work, for the first time doing a game like this. So it can have some rough spots or some kinks. But from it looks like it looks like, it's going to be good. So I expected it to get anywhere from an 80 to a 90, and then I expect Last of Us 2 to be 85 to a 95 as far as Metacritic goes. But that's just, not playing any of it. So I can't. And I'm almost more excited about Ghost of Tsushima because like Ghost of Tsushima looks more open world, just from what we've seen from the gameplay, him exploring and all like finding different things, and it's being beautiful. And then Last of Us, I don't think Last of Us is going to be open world. I think it's going to be open environments and big open spaces, but it's not going to be an open world game. You know what I'm saying? So, and I think I might, and Last of Us 2 is kind of a stuffy type of game too. You don't really go in guns blazing. At least in the first game, you kind of had to be sneaky. So, both of these games kind of got that going against them in my mind. But like I said, Last of Us, I enjoyed Last of Us 1, so, and it was a stuff game, so.
Yeah, I'm just watching this video again. I was like, how do you not see Far Cry in this?
I say you do see. I do see Far Cry in it. You asked me how I don't see Assassin's Creed in it. So what you meant, right?
Well, I'm saying both.
Well, I said Far Cry. I see Far Cry in it.
Oh, okay.
I said I don't really see Assassin's Creed. I said I don't. I said I see Far Cry in the environment, how you exploring the environment. I actually like Far Cry. I played the last one I played. I think I played. I guess was the one about, not the newest one, but the one before, like actually number 5. I think I played. I didn't finish it, but I played a good amount of it. It was okay. I just kind of got bored with it at the end.
Oh, the one where you're in like some Malaysia or something.
No, the one when you're like, I don't know where you're at, but you got like
up in the mountains or something.
You're like in this town, and this guy's like, I don't know. He's kind of like.
Oh, the one that takes us in the U.S.
Yeah, I think
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I played that one. I played a good amount of it, but I didn't finish it. But I played a good amount. I mean, I enjoyed it. I just kind of got bored at the end. I didn't fight. I don't think I bought it. I think I rented it. I didn't fight, trying to rush through it, and
it wasn't that good.
I played most of it, and I had my fun with it. And I was kind of over it, right?
Yeah, it wasn't that good. I finished the entire thing. I didn't like it.
I thought it was okay. I just kind of got bored with it after so long. I like it because you get to get a pet. I think it was some kind of cat as a pet, and I was like, yeah. You give me a pet lion or some kind of pet big cat. I think it was a puma. You get like a mountain lion.
Oh yeah. I remember that.
Yeah, you give me a pet lion, you got me hooked. It's over.
Any kind of
Yeah, you get different. You get pet dog and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I play a little bit of 4 too, but I think I play more of 5 than 4. But yeah, like I said, it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a good game. I think it looks pretty
Yeah.
cool. I'm excited about the story. We didn't get too much story stuff this time, which is good. They just kind of showed off gameplay without really talking about the story. They showed off a little bit of a story about, and when they first announced the game, a little bit about what's going on. So